Hello again. Peabody here. All through with your spaghetti, Sherman?
Couldn't take another bite, Mr. Peabody.
Good. Then we're off to Italy.
For more spaghetti?
No, for a meeting with that illustrious Italian adventurer, Casanova. I instructed Sherman to set the Wayback Controls for 1755. Behaving in its customary magnificent fashion, the Wayback Machine took us to the main gate of Italiacatraz prison.
What are we doing here, Mr. Peabody?
We're waiting for Casanova.
Who's he visiting?
Himself. He's been in prison for 10 years.
What for?
For 10 years.
No, I mean on what charge?
Impersonating a Russian spy. Here he comes now. Even as I spoke, the gate opened and out came Casanova. In one hand was a large stone, which he proceeded to hurl through the warden's window.
What did he do that for, Mr. Peabody?
Offhand, I'd say for another 10 years. The guards quickly apprehended him, and he was quickly swallowed up behind the large gray walls. Luckily, it was visiting day, and we were allowed to see him in his cell. Well, Cas, what's going on?
Go away. I no need a mouthpiece. I'm very happy where I am.
But, Mr. Casanova, you've got to go home.
Yes, you're supposed to write your memoirs, you know.
Judge just to give me another 10 years. Hey, ain't that wonderful?
It was hard to understand why the legendary romanticist was ecstatic over being in prison. Then I saw the reason. So did Sherman.
Wow! Look, Mr. Peabody. Female guards.
I wouldn't mind doing 1 to 10 myself.
It's time for your exercise, Cass.
Hot lasagna.
Now, usually a prisoner goes to the exercise yard and plays a little handball. But in this prison, it was different. Exercise consisted of 1 hour of cha-cha-cha. Not only that, but dinner consisted of not a tin plate shoved through a slot in the cell door, but a sumptuous banquet in the Escoffier room next to the torture chamber.
Isn't a squab.
Pizza.
No wonder he doesn't want to leave.
Yes, but he's going to. We wasted no time in seeking out the warden.
Sure, it's all right by me if a Casanova goes home. I've been trying to get rid of him for 15 years.
Then we must make him want to leave.
Don't you worry about that.
The warden had a definite plan in mind. First, he cut out Casanova's cha-cha-cha exercises and sent him to work on the rock pile. But Casanova was more than equal to the occasion. He converted the rocks into beautifully sculptured statues.
Boy, I love my work.
Golly, Mr. Warden, he still doesn't want to leave.
Oh, no? I got a way to make him go.
Attention, convict number 8269, otherwise known as Casanova. You have a visitor in the yard.
Quick to obey, Casanova left his cell and adjourned to the large prison yard.
Now we fix him. I pull this lever that locks all of the cells, and a Casanova can't get it back in. He got to go home.
The wily warden pulled the lever, the cells closed, and indeed Casanova was locked out.
Hey, that's a dirty pool. Let me back in.
Casanova, go home!
It looked as if the warden's plan had succeeded. To celebrate, we accepted the warden's invitation to stay for dinner, and it was during the minestrone that the trouble began.
Quick, Warden, it's a break.
In a matter of minutes, searchlights were flooding the walls, but there was no sign of an escaped prisoner.
That's funny.
Not really. You see, this isn't a break out, it's a break in. Sure enough, a check of the cells revealed that convict number 8269 was back.
Look who's here, Warden. You bad penny.
I give up.
You may, but I don't. Casanova will leave this prison within 60 seconds, or my name isn't...
Mr. Peabody.
Correct. I took the liberty of transferring all of the Italiacatraz guards to another prison. Here come the new ones.
But those ain't the lady guards.
Precisely. The only reason Casanova stays here is because he's surrounded by beautiful women. Watch how he reacts to this.
Hey, Sally, how come you growing a beard?
I ain't a Sally, I'm a Max.
Maxine?
Maximilian.
Maximilian? That's no fair. Let me out of here.
Jail was no longer jail to Casanova. He quickly departed.
Looks like he'll write his memoirs now, right, Mr. Peabody?
Definitely, Sherman. And in his account of his sojourn at this prison, I hope he mentions the warden.
Yeah, the warden's a nice guy.
So nice that he paroled every prisoner in his prison.
And barrels, too.
Barrels, Sherman?
Sure, all those barrels have parole stickers on them.
Well, there's nothing unusual about that. We've all heard of parole out the barrel.